Okay. Hello.
Hey, there he is.
What's up?
Yo, what's good, Evan? This is Clue. Clue. This
What's up,
is
bro?
Clue.
What's up, brother?
How you doing? How you doing, my man?
You know, catching L's.
Catching L's. Okay.
Nice.
Well, however you want to do this, Evan, you want to load up the replay and just share your screen or something and go through the notes that you sent me?
Yes. I need to find the
Sounds good.
email. Like I already had it open earlier, but I closed it. This one, open this one. Close this. Okay. Screen. Do you see this?
I got a Soraka pen.
Let's see.
Eh,
Yes.
Alright,
Yep. Yeah, I'm in now. Cool.
let me find my notes real quick. I haven't played a Ziggs game today just to make sure.
Yeah.
Nah, it just made sense for the team comp, but
Yeah.
seeing as Ziggs, maybe want to play Ziggs again.
I've seen yo Zig before.
I don't give a fuck
Demon!
about the rest of
That was
Zigs.
funny. That was funny.
What was? Or was that in-game audio? I heard someone talking.
That was your.
Yeah, that was in-game audio. Yeah.
I'd be confused. Okay. So at the start of every like game, you should like ask yourself like how the 2v2 goes.
hmm
How do you think this 2v2 goes? Let's go
I
36.
think that it's relatively even. I think we both can push it quite quickly. So I think that in an ideal world, we try and push it early, get lane control, and if we have lane control, then Leona can roam out, and relatively self-sufficient with wave clear and TP is how we
Right.
want it to play out. Yeah.
Yeah, right. You and Jinx want to be just solo while your supports go roam. But you're straight up 2v2. Once you hit 6, it is way stronger. Your guys' level 6 is insane, especially if you get on Jinx.
Yeah. So I guess before we kind of get into it, where I felt like we really struggled in the game was that it's tough early in the lane, and I think I didn't manage it too well. And when I say it's tough, I mean that obviously Jinx has more consistent 2v2 and lane control with her rockets, especially with lethal tempo, like in the early levels. And so I felt like we were unable to manage the early power deficit, and as a result, we got pushed in and weren't capable of doing, what we wanted to do and kind of unleashing the Leona. And so I'm curious if that's like an issue where I'm fucking up, like I'm not pushing fast enough, or wasting cooldowns on something I shouldn't be, or kind of where it went wrong there.
Okay. Yeah, I watched your level 1 and it was disastrous. And
Yeah.
it's nothing to do with the champions. I think you just you were doing something that you shouldn't. It was kind of illegal.
Perfect. That is what I like to hear.
But we want to realize, Hecarim started bot side, so he's gonna be clearing up, and so is your jungler. So it's gonna be just a straight up 2v2 for like the first 4 minutes basically of the game.
Okay.
Unless Hecarim does some weird shit and comes back bot lane, but like the timers are like from like 3:30 to like 4 minutes. That's when you start to be careful. But for the first 3.5 minutes, you should be chill. You should be able to do whatever you want.
Okay.
But like, okay, this is cool. You use your Q, you get the minions. That's fine. And you actually want to be shoving and stuff. But let's count how many Jinx autos you take. The second,
Like
that's the
4,
third one.
right?
You walk up
Yeah.
again, 4. It's just like like.
So I guess
Hitting these
Yeah.
these casters is pretty useless. You're playing Ziggs, you can just Q them. Their level 1 is stronger just because Jinx has more consistent damage level 1.
Yeah.
And so like you obviously get punished for like, I mean, watching back, you see how bad this is. It's
Yeah,
only
no,
only
it's
okay if you land
atrocious, yeah.
your Q on Jinx, but your Q hits the
So,
minion.
a question for you on this then. So, since obviously this is how it should probably generally go if she has a brain and doesn't stand next to the minions, does that mean that we just have to give up the level 2 push no matter what because that's just what the matchup is? Or
I
what do you
mean,
think is the better play here? Just like
yeah, I
standing
think
for
it's
that.
best if you just give it up because your level 1's pretty bad. I think you just like after let me see, you kill these 3 things, you just chill. You chill. That auto's fine, but the second auto isn't necessary.
Okay.
And then you let your minions start hitting their minions, and then you just get a Q, and you hope that you get 2 of the 3
Okay.
with your Q.
Yeah. Yeah, no,
Um,
I definitely think I greeted too hard to try and get the early level 2 push, and obviously I lost like a
yeah,
third or more of my HP for it. So definitely.
yeah, it's kind of illegal. I mean, it's okay. You have health potions, but like, yeah, it's pretty bad to be doing
One
that.
other one other question for the start is I took tier because we kind of decided in draft that we were just gonna perma play away from bot, and I was like, fuck, I'm just gonna scale and stack up the tier and TP when I need to. Do you think it's too much lost extra power and it's not worth it? And it's
No,
just
no,
actually
no.
just gonna
Bot
go
lane
orange lane?
tier is crazy, man. You get a second so quickly because I mean, it's a
Okay.
2v2 lane. I
Hmm.
think it's perfectly fine. You know, ideally with Ziggs, you start tier, you get 1300 gold, you base, now you have lost chapter, and then
Yeah.
you can just chill for the rest of the thing. But I mean, I think let me we're just farming, last hitting, cool. It's 3:30 now. Like usually Hecarim's gonna be on pace with your jungler,
Yeah.
and so you can just assume that Hecarim's on his blue as well.
Okay.
There's no reason for him to be bot lane right now. If she hit that, is that level 2 Galio? Yeah, this is if she hit that, that would have been really good. But
Mhm.
yeah, I mean, this is cool. You're fine. It's okay to shove. You guys can even get like prio and look for like a Tribush ward or something. But I mean, now it's like 4 minutes, so it's a bit more scary.
Yeah.
I think Hecarim does end up showing here, doesn't he? Or is that later?
I think he
Yes,
does.
he
Yes, I
does.
think at this point he walked up and then we started. We both thought it was weird. And
Yeah,
obviously
so
we went in and it was unfortunate.
yeah, so you're Leona. I mean, it's okay to go for this ward. It's just that like Leona went back in, and that's the issue. Like soon as like they start posturing like this, that's like a
Yeah.
dead giveaway. Because honestly, they don't win this 2v2. They're overextended. Their minions are going to be hitting them, and what Leona can do is that she can E onto Jinx if it is a 2v2. But I mean,
Yeah.
this is happening. We see Galio. She E's in. I mean, she's just dead. What she should have done is that as soon as they start positioning aggro, she just walks up
Just walks up. Yeah.
river into blue buff and resets. But I mean, that's not even much of your fault. I mean, I guess you could have told her like, hey, they're positioning hella aggro. This is us. But I mean,
Yeah. So I guess
I do want to say your
obviously
support made multiple mistakes in these games. It's kind of
yeah, I mean, I guess since he's not here, I'd prefer to just talk about, like what I can
yeah.
do better and kind of improve. So going back to, I guess, like before Leona goes in, then my question is, so the reason we push it out is because, yeah, I was thinking that Arzenzao is topside, which means that it should be pretty much the same timer, and so we
Mhm.
hopefully can get the wave to crash kind of base, and there's no risk of a gank. Is that too greedy on my part to go for the push and I kind of put Leona in that place where that can happen, or do you think the play is just fine and we kind of just leave it as it
Um,
is?
I mean, I think it's fine at this point. You get the wave in and Jinx autos it, so it's never gonna freeze. I mean, what you can
Hmm.
do at this point is
She can
like
just
you
hold it and yeah,
she
yeah,
can't freeze this. It's not freezable because like half those minions are half HP, and she even doesn't like an extra auto, so it's pretty doomed. I mean, right now
yeah.
you guys can just back up, and it can slow push into you guys. You can maybe even get a reset off here, and Leona can look for like a roam or something like that.
Hmm.
Um,
Okay,
but
yeah, I was curious if it's kind of like a wave management, excuse me, mistake by me where I kind of put us in an awkward spot where the wave's outside the tower.
no, this is fine to do. I'm okay with it. Let me actually rewind and see exactly what happened.
I think
So
you're
I
right.
mean, when the
I
wave
think it's
hits,
fine.
Yeah, this is fine. I mean, they push the wave into you. You can't do anything about that, and so it's just gonna slow push into them now. So then, like, what you want to do?
Yeah.
I like this.
Yeah,
Like
but as
when
fast
the
as you
wave's like
can.
this, what you want to
Yeah.
do is you want to last hit, and then once the second wave that's at your tier 2 comes, then you full push.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
if you just
that was the
last
plan
here,
was.
I mean, like,
Yeah.
you are last hitting. You're not spamming your abilities.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is exactly. I mean, you play this right. This is good. Now you start full shoving and you look
Mhm.
for a reset or look for a Leona roam or just wait for it to shove back into you. But I mean, you have like 700 gold. You can get like a, I don't know, mana crystal and an amp tome.
Amp tone mana crystal or boots
Yeah.
or something. I don't. Or do I have
Yeah, for
magic boots? I don't
yeah,
know.
you do.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
magic
do.
boots.
Yeah.
So no, this is fine. It's just that Leona, like, it's okay. Okay, so I
you
want to talk
muted
about.
yourself, by
I
the
want
way,
to talk
Vanilla.
here. Oh fuck me. My bad, Baron. Thank you for that. Because like arrow keys are also one of my mute keys. So here, I think that you could have froze this,
Okay.
and then reset. And so like what you would need to do here now, you saw Galio E away. He can't E into you.
Yeah.
So there's no like real threat other than Flash Galio taunt, which I don't see him going for that right now. So what you want to do is you can pull the wave.
Hold the three with three
Pull the wave.
casters.
You don't want it to get
Yeah.
past like you see where this tree is.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. Just imagine like a line like a little bit ahead of it. Because like you know how melee minions be just fucking walking into the turret range. So you
Mix it
want
up every time. Yeah.
yeah. So you want to keep it try to like look a line where your bomb field is, and then you
Okay.
pull. You
Yeah.
could
That.
yeah. If you would have pulled it there, you could have got a reset, and you could have even TP'd or walked back. Walking
Yeah. I
back
think
would have
that's
made better. But
I
instead,
think
what
that's actually a
happens?
really good point. Yeah.
Because that wave hits here, now you're creating a slow push. And
Yeah.
they're on a
Yeah.
reset, and this is like Jinx is creaming, bro. She's like, I didn't miss any
Yeah.
minions, and Galio gets a free roam timer out of it.
Mhm.
Also, I was listening to the comms, and you guys called this Galio roam way too late.
Mhm.
I just didn't hear it in the comms. Like you guys said it like 3 seconds before he showed up.
Heck's not there.
Okay.
Like I think someone, yeah, Leona question mark ping, but I feel like when Galio is this close, you should be screaming Galio, Galio, Galio.
Yeah.
You can do that too. I mean, anybody can
Yeah.
do it. Your team gets baited there. And she goes in for more. That was pretty
Yeah.
bad.
Yeah. There was definitely some trolling last night. Like that's why even after the games, I was like, a lot of it came down to execution last night. But
It's been
yeah,
getting really tilted in some games, and it's kind of a issue that
yeah,
we've talked about.
it's rough. It's hard to deal with that sometimes. I totally understand. I'm sure me and Vanilla have been in that exact same situation before. But
No, yeah. Professor
I 100%
Hex,
agree. Yeah.
his quirky packages. I mean, yeah, you see here like Jinx is freezing, and now
Yeah,
it's like
it's giga fucked. Yeah, and
It's
I
a-
think I had to ask for my jungle to come or something.
Yeah.
I think no, what Jinx? I think Jinx fucks it, bro. This Jinx is terrible. I can't remember exactly what happened. Let me see.
I remember. I
And your
remember
camera.
calling the comms that I need help breaking it, and then I think
Mhm.
I also might have said Jinx is fucking retarded and broke it herself or something.
Yeah.
But yeah, as soon as she started
Um,
pulling it, I thought it was
I
pretty
mean,
fucked.
since
also.
Leona's here and Galio's not, you're able to get in, and you have TP,
Yeah.
so bless up for TP, saved you there. But I mean, yeah, like I said earlier, you could have
I could have. Yeah, I definitely
pulled
I
the
agree,
wave up, and you can use the bush to drop this bush over here to drop aggro, and then you just
Yeah.
base.
You base and you walk back to lane because the wave is frozen in front of your turret, so you have
Mhm.
TP still.
Yes.
Yeah.
Agree.
To be honest, I did not think about the Galio using his E up the river, and so I was just thinking I was in danger. But looking back on it, definitely right that he used
Yeah.
it, so most of the threat is gone.
Additionally, something I noticed is that like satchels get overused. Satchel is like the thing you need to conserve as Ziggs. My mid laner, his name is Professor Hex, which is Ziggs.
Mm-hmm.
He's a Ziggs main. You always be talking to me about how much you need to save your W. Like just Minefield here. Don't use Satchel.
Okay.
Minefield does more damage. Minefield would have killed those minions.
Yeah, I thought it was gonna one shot him, but
That's a
no
good trade
damage.
though. Jinx stepped up and you punish her for that. That's good. I had a note for this here. Okay, so your team called Galio MIA. This whole time Galio's been missing.
I'm just gonna back, or you wanna
And you
go?
guys
Yeah,
even clear vision here, but you don't like drop a ward or anything, so there's no way of knowing if Galio is gonna gank.
Wanna wait.
And like you've seen this like with Blitzcranks in solo queue all the time. You'll be like, oh my god, ADC solo, and then Blitzcrank ganks you
Yep.
and is doomed.
Like too long.
And
but
then,
chilling here for now.
so I mean, yeah, you do our
Yep.
thing. We want to shove. Leona's basing. That's like one of the triggers. Like if Leona's basing, you gotta go because, I mean, look where you are. You're super overextended. Just everything's fogged. Nothing's warded over here.
Hmm.
So you should just base two, honestly.
Yeah, I'm just gonna look for a quick boost.
I think, yeah. And then you go for another shove, and then you pay the price.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, if your support's resetting, you typically want to reset too, especially when you're overextended like this. I mean, if the wave's in front of your tower, you're fine, but
Yep. No.
I honestly think that Leona
I
is
agree.
kind of trolling for that reset because what is she basing for? Because, I mean,
Yeah, she was full HP too. And
full HP, she just got off a reset.
yeah.
Herald's not up, Dragon's not up, top play is already like over. Your jungle has bot camps to clear, so like she can't even roam with jungler.
And you can actually lock Jinx into the lane here too because of you got chunks on her underneath the turret and stuff. And
Yeah, like this is actually perfect because like you get the chunk, and then
Yeah.
this wave will slow push into you right now. Like
yeah,
since you
Mhm.
Q it, it fucks it. I mean it's okay still, but like obviously you don't want to damage the wave. If you just walk out base, come back, you'll come to like a double stacked wave. You'll miss like 3 or so
Minions, yeah.
melees, whatever minions.
Yeah.
It'll be juicy, but instead we over.
Yeah. No, I got Yeah, I got
Oh,
too
yeah.
greedy. I think we were talking about like I wanted to get basically pressure Jinx to get tower damage because we wanted to target first rift, and then obviously I completely griefed it and died to
Yeah.
the Galio gank.
I mean it's okay. Like it's fine to make mistakes. Like I had to learn this too.
Okay.
It's cool though. Zig's mechanic with W, you want to
Yep.
blow up close to the satchel as you can, because that gives you the biggest distance. If you do it at the edge, it's a shorter distance.
Doesn't
Okay.
it launch you the same distance no matter what?
No, closer is further. If you're closer to the satchel, you go further than the edge. I could send
I
you
thought,
this.
like-
There's a Vigar V2 Ziggs mechanics
that'd be-
video.
Okay, yeah,
Let me
that'd
go
be
find
cool.
that. Because there's actually some cool combos you can do with the WQ where you can always guarantee it.
I didn't know that, to be honest. I thought it was the same range on any part of the satchel.
Yeah, I thought
Yeah,
like
he even- he even
they send
goes-
you- yeah. Good.
There's some walls you can jump over if you do it rightly. Like you can jump over the massive wall by Blue Buff, like the thick ass chunky one.
Oh really?
Yes, here I'll at you. So I mean, he explains this here. It's pretty cool. You should watch it if you
Okay,
keep playing
cool. Yeah, I'll
Ziggs.
watch it after.
Okay. Anyways, back to lane. Open my notepad.
All lane's facing.
Moving up.
Galio's walking up here.
Silas is moving
Silas
down
is
now.
moving down.
Cool. We shove. We
Spot?
That's a good satchel. That's clutch.
No. We're good.
But yeah, I like this. You full shove, and you guys look for river for some wards or whatever the heck. It's cool.
Galio missing.
Spot Galio in the pink.
Silas is moving.
Good. I like you're going for the trades. You're not just hitting minion wave and shoving it. Because this lane does play a lot better if it's into you rather than into them.
I'll reward that in a second. Did you pink
Yep.
that or what?
Yeah, there's a pink in there.
Alright, do you think you could do anything better there? Do you see the angle that I see?
If you're talking about it, probably not.
Okay, so
I'll reward that.
W the Galio into us.
Galio burns everything on Leona. Taunt and
Yeah.
knock up. So
Mhm.
honestly, with just taunt alone, I think once he taunts Leona, you can step up and you can start hitting Jinx.
Did you pink
Here.
that or what?
Like as soon as he channels his taunt, I would step up. I'd throw Satchel like to the left of her, bounce her to the right, throw your Q, throw your
Mhm.
E. You can maybe even get an ult off and kill her there, like straight up.
Okay.
Because I mean, going after Galio when he has Aftershock is like pretty bad. Like you're just gonna not do much damage. I mean, I guess you also could have, yeah, W'd Galio into you, but like, since
Yeah.
he's wasting all of his CC on Leona, there is an angle for you to step up and just fuck Jinx and like her skull, and she can't even like.
Yeah, there's a
I mean, she can hit you back, but there's nothing she can. I mean, your damage is the
Yeah.
trade's like way more better for you.
Yeah, I think
Because
I
it's like
threw
yeah, go ahead.
yeah, I tried to throw my EQ at her, but I think at this point I was pretty hard in the kind of like passive mode because obviously everywhere on the map was losing pretty hard.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think you're right, taking advantage of cooldowns when they
Yeah. It's like
Jet
whenever
off
you
them.
play against like Blitzcrank or like Nautilus, like as soon as they use hook,
yeah, they missed their
you
yep.
immediately start sprinting at them and using whatever you can to get the trade. And that's
Mhm.
effectively
Fair
what
enough, yeah.
Galio did, and he wasted on Leona. Leona popped W, she took 30 damage.
Yep.
Better or what?
So yeah, like as soon as he pops this thing, I'm like going to the left, I'm throwing a Q at her, I'm throwing W.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's fair. Yeah.
And so yeah, just like a missed opportunity where you could have like made some like crazy impact
Mhm.
and set up
Okay.
for something bot. Let's see what else.
Are you walking top here, Duddy?
I can,
Don't tell
I'm
me
on
you're
red
still
now,
sick,
can
Evan.
top after.
I just got another
Bouncing.
another medicine. We'll see if this one works.
Really? Wait, you're actually still sick? You
Yes.
still have like that same cough?
Yeah, it's a sinus infection thing.
Oh damn, bro. I hope you get better.
Yeah, it's kind of cringe.
Flash.
I'm
Yeah.
here.
Sinus
Whatever, though.
infections are so cringe.
Would be down for
It's just been coughing. We see Hecker mid, he's pathing
Yeah.
bot. We should be careful of that.
I don't know.
Which we are.
Mhm.
Yeah, and so like, Jinx, what? This is a freeze. What are you doing?
Would be down for
And she's just like full hitting the wave.
then.
But then again, freezing gets kind of hard because then you get poked. That's
Yeah.
whatever.
It's
Never
like
mind.
90.
Redacted.
Say fuck this dragon and take
That's a good
50
reset
with
timer.
Ziggs.
We can do that.
Because a Minotaur's Dragon. I thought this was pretty good out of you. With 1 minute left on
It's
Drake,
like 90.
good
Can
base
you say
timer.
fuck this dragon? Alright, I'm gonna start it now.
Even though your team decides to fuck Dragon,
Here.
I don't think he can hold.
Leona's doing good at trying to hold the wave.
Oh, he's top.
I like this vision a lot because you guys know you're in danger. Because Dragon's
Yeah.
up and Hacker's bot side, so I really like that.
Big one, 106.
If they ever do threaten dive, which I don't think they can with Leona Ziggs.
Mhm.
But let's say if you're playing Ziggs alone here, sometimes it's good like
Ult the
to
wave.
yeah, just ult the wave.
Yeah.
Doesn't always happen, but you know. They don't have a wave, it's a lot harder to dive you. Jinx is perma shoving you because she wants to get prow for Drake, and you're fine with this, honestly. Your team got Herald.
Yeah,
I'm
we
surprised
decided
they
to
straight up
trade.
let you get Herald. I think the enemy team could have maybe even stopped that, considering Leona was bot side.
Mhm.
This is good. I'm fine with this. You and Jinx are just bouncing waves.
They don't have vision. I can look on this. We can go.
This was unfortunate. I tried to get my W past them, but I just griefed it.
Trying to get him to
That's
go
fine.
back.
Just,
Yeah. I think you have to wait for Leona to.
Finish the R.
Yeah, she got taunted, so I don't know. Her Q didn't go off. Like if she Q'd here, then yeah, it would have been a good knockup. But you know,
oh shit.
He's trying to
Yeah.
That's fine.
just really trying to like make it
Okay.
as much guaranteed as you can off of CC.
There he is.
Yep.
I'm on my way down, but he beat me.
That flash was like kind of bad. You didn't need to do that.
Mhm.
You're 400 HP. The Jinx ult is gonna kill you,
I have TP also.
but it's okay. It's okay to flash, but
Yeah, I didn't know Zin was gonna R.
Yeah, he's down.
Ace here.
That was a clincher of a
Getting killed
taunt.
by Akram.
Either.
Pushes.
Just get a ward here. Yeah.
this was spooky.
I'm gonna need a little extra damage.
I think
Um,
so. I think we get away with this
I
if
think
he
you
just
can.
waits for us to finish a couple plates before dropping it.
I think you can consider.
No, I think stepping up for the E. Okay, and then something you could have done better here. Do you know the Ziggs passive? How like the auto attack becomes extra damage?
Yeah.
That gets reduced cooldown every time you use an ability.
Oh, does it actually? I did not know that.
Yeah. So if you spam, you auto, you Q, you E.
Okay.
Like 2 seconds
Okay,
pass, then you have it
interesting.
again.
Interesting. I didn't know
Yeah.
that. That's good.
And
Nice.
that would have
Okay.
that would have probably given you enough damage to kill this turret and get out of there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah,
And you
yeah,
could even
that
throw your
makes
E
sense.
defensively, like up here, because that's where Hecarim runs from.
Yeah.
And that would have been pretty good. But yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know that. That's a good
And
bit.
then
Cool.
you use Satchel to push. I think that's kind of bad, because you see you have to wait for 2 seconds for Satchel to come up.
Come right back bottom, I'm pretty sure.
Because like if you had
Yes,
Satchel
yeah.
up, you could have dropped it right now and walked away.
And then
Because
W'd on the way out.
it brought
Yeah.
it. Yeah, you could have already been like way back out here at this point.
Yeah, he is.
Yep.
So I think that's just like you don't
That's fine, just leave.
know much about Ziggs because you're an ADC and you're just playing it for the team comp and everything. But yeah, it's a cool. It's important to do that anytime you try to kill towers. Just rotate your abilities through, so you get your passive off as many times as possible.
Like nice. I think it's actually pretty killable.
No R top.
I'm okay with this.
Like nice. I think it's actually pretty killable.
Yeah, Trundle was low anyways, and we're no objective
Yeah.
bot. We're just trying to get more
You
plays.
fucked this dude up, bro.
He has no flash.
Yeah, I got Leandri's now starting to come online.
Yeah, you actually start doing a lot of damage in these fights, and I like this. Like, I don't know how this is legal, but they let you just take this. What is the
Yeah.
enemy team? Why isn't Jinx matching you here?
They
Or
just
anybody.
didn't respond.
Yeah, they didn't respond, so you get a
The
free
lane
one.
swap.
But yeah, like I said again, you could have done more damage if you just QE'd
And then
for
Yeah,
passive.
yeah, that's fair. Mhm.
That's good though.
Do we give this track as well and then try
Something greedy you can do is you can let the caddy die, then you break the tower to deny cannon.
Mhm.
for the
I think at
I
this
like to
point
do
I was
that,
just trying
but
to
it's
get
it's
the fuck
also
out as
yeah no
quick as
yeah
possible.
I agree.
Yeah.
It's usually better to get out. But you had decent vision, so like no Hecarim could have ganked you. It would have just been through lane.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Mhm.
walk mid.
But I mean, yeah, it's
It's
so risky to do. Sometimes you can get away with it though, and it's pretty cool. And it tilts the enemy. It
I've,
tilts me. It tilts me every time I solo queue. Like
Yeah.
these fucking cringers are denying a cannon.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've died a lot in solo queue trying to deny cannons.
And then they let you
Where-
do this again. Like it's so crazy. Like don't you get this? Oh wait. Okay. 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 Let me see what it said. Overextension.
Windows here.
I think we see Mundo. Let me
Yep.
just rewind. So Leona goes up. She gets a good ward. They pink it.
Windows here.
And they're just gonna play.
Every time you're mid lane, you want to be just looking at the minimap, especially into Hecarim, because he's the most. We saw Hecarim there. You see that? You see that right there?
It's
There was a,
that's a little bit. Okay, I see him there. Yeah, so
no, right there on the
Yep.
minimap, and again, and
Yes,
again,
yeah.
and then we don't react until he's on our screen. But
mhm.
the thing that killed us is that here in lane, we just need to be max ranging. As Ziggs with no flash, it's spooky as fuck. And you also go for this very greedy Q on a Jinx. Like it's, you just want to make sure you're getting farm. And since you go for that Q, you die.
Yeah, I
If you
think
just
JDL
like,
can attest to that. It's a chronic problem.
And they're just gonna play.
Yeah, we were looking at a little bit of the VOD from yesterday, and
Mhm.
it was literally what you talked about, just max ranging when you're CSing mid lane, and making sure you're avoiding like.
yeah, especially when we know Mundo's down there, they're dropping pinks. We do see Hecarim on the ward, but not really. You know what I'm saying? He shows
Mhm.
on the ward, but we're not
Yeah.
looking at a minimap. So.
He's
It's
gonna
okay. I mean, yeah, we just gotta learn to like. If we don't know what jungle is, we have to expect he's gonna gank us, and we just need a max range farm.
Yep, I agree.
Two collapse.
Hey, Hecarim does not have ulti.
I think I didn't know we were planning on fighting. I was just clearing the way with my R, and then everyone collapsed, and we fought, which was a little
This is
unfortunate.
such a weird fight to me.
We
Wait,
got
can
you all
move
got
back a
Jinx.
little bit, Evan?
Yeah, I'm gonna
I
reset
just
all the
wanna
way
see
back
how
here.
this- Yeah, I just want to see how this starts.
Yeah, so you're ulting for cannon, and your team's like trying to fight.
They have time to
Yeah.
collapse, though.
Yeah. Okay.
Good ult, though.
I mean, this is still.
I think as soon as they burn Jinx Flash here, they just get out.
Yeah. Yeah.
That is also a chronic problem for us.
Yeah, like you're doing everything right. You're sashing away. You're throwing E. I mean, this is fine. No one dies, right? Surely.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good trade. What? We lost
Those-
Leona Flash, maybe? I don't even know what her flash timer is, but it says Hex Flash, so I'm gonna assume that she used it there. But you get Jinx, and so that's free as fuck. Teaser get the.
Evan, this is Airtone. Airtone is support for the team.
Airtone? I've never heard him.
Come mid and we can try to break you
He's
with
in
Riv.
the Discord. He just joined.
Oh, I didn't hear it. What's up, brother?
Alright, path down. I'm gonna
Second
go to the
snar.
top camps.
Just my R's up cool now. We can look for another pick on Jinx.
It's good that we get you in here.
Galio's
I'll
walking.
rewind this game and I'll go over like 1 or 2 mistakes
What did you say? Sorry, I couldn't hear you.
that kind of like mess up your lane. If you want that.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's fine.
ult here.
But yeah, we're doing good now. We're just
Yeah, this
chilling.
game was full of mistakes early, so which just kind of snowballed.
It's crazy because I was watching this game and it looked winnable. Even though
Dude,
you're down,
so
because
many of
Ziggs,
the games look winnable.
Ziggs, you guys are doing so much. Like Ziggs damage is insane. Like, okay, I don't even know.
Hey, look on this.
That's a good Leona stun. That's just goaded.
There's a
Just
TP
like
behind
that.
us.
You clutched up.
Okay, just like-
But Xin Zhao gets. I don't know why Zin's going in on it.
just
TP
like that.
behind
I
us,
got back,
TP
I got back,
behind
just
us.
be- okay,
I don't have
just
to
We should be just like we don't have our team here, so we want to just be leaving.
back.
I'm rotating, but
I mean, we're doing good. We're cutting out. It's fine. Not really, but you're doing pretty good here, Ziggs.
Guys can look for
I mean, that's about the most you could have done in that situation, but
got mid no CP out, that's good.
someone should have like.
Rex mid.
Hey, look on this.
I mean, Zin should just know not to be Eing in here because it's bad. But someone should just be telling run, 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 run. Like he pops ult and keeps walking. You know, like he walks forward another 2 steps, and then he gets
Yeah.
taunted. He should have just instantly ulted everyone away and we run because I mean we're down. We have bounties on turrets and everything. Like we're down a significant amount of gold. You
Yep.
shouldn't be looking for a fight.
Okay,
So, I mean that's what I try to do in solo queue with my pings. Like I always spam back ping whenever it's like a bad fight or I can't join the fight.
Okay.
We both know no one actually listens to that.
Sometimes it works.
If you spam them enough,
If you
sometimes they wake up.
Yeah, bro. Pings are OP.
we have to collapse top.
I really this is smart. I really like this. You base, you TP back, and you get this turret gold. This is goaded.
That's worth.
This is like an angle that's.
Yeah, we're
I
gonna
like this a
Herald
lot.
too, mid.
I mean, you're behind, so like this is the type of plays you have to go for, and they work out because I don't know the rest all top. This is really good.
Yeah.
I like this a lot.
I'm walking over.
But like,
Jinx no flash.
actually, they're split as fuck. Mundo no teleport. This is maybe an angle.
Yeah, I think we were trying to look, but just a little bit slow on it. So
Walking over. Jinx? Jinx no flash. You're in
I think it's fine.
We have.
We're behind anyways. We don't want to be like doing too much.
mhm.
Trying to move up.
Okay, so we're down a lot of gold. There's no shot we're getting this turret. This dragon. Probably better
Is
to
it
just go
soul?
for.
Is it soul though?
I
Do you,
don't really
actually,
know.
there's no way for it to. I think the reason we
This
tried.
one was
It is
soul,
soul. It is soul.
Yeah, I think that's why we were trying to like basically.
Then you just flip it and you just hope
90
you-
10
yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's gone.
They're not.
They're not on it.
They're gonna push
They're
top.
right
This is kind of bad from your positioning here though. I think you should have went
Should have gone through.
shove mid,
gone the
yeah,
other
and
way.
then you come through the big hole because then
I agree. Yeah.
you're dancing on this and you're not poking,
They're right there.
and then you run back and forth. It's like you're in a terrible spot. So
They're right there. Got it?
like eventually you get in there. I mean, this is how you want to be playing the fight though. Like
They're in this bush.
I just think you guys are behind and it's like really hard.
Yeah. We all end up
In
clumping up.
addition, your
Yeah.
positioning is kind of bad here. I think as soon as you see Hecarim ults in here, you need a flash. You need a flash up. Because what it does is the fear hits you, it pins you against the wall, Leona ult,
Yeah, and then
Silas.
Silas is there. Yep.
everyone, and then I think you're also blowing your satchel on the Mundo. What you want to do is like just drop E
Yeah, no,
by
I
the
agree.
pillar
It's pretty
and
bad.
Q. You don't blow satchel, but I don't know. You just step up a little too far. You want to be max ranging your stuff. Kind of like when you play against Malphite, you stay out of Malphite range until he ults, or you like flash the ult,
Multi Jinx, she's out of fight.
because the only kind of play to Malphite ult is flashing out of it. Because like he isn't gonna kill you with ult alone, but like his teammates are.
You
so-
mute yourself again, Vanilla.
Oh, I
Dude,
was like-
I'm so pissed. I've been talking. I've been talking. Holy shit. Did you hear what I said about like Mundo ult?
No.
Okay, so like
no.
you know how when you're playing against Mundo, you max range his ult, or
Yes, yeah.
you just play with flash in mind. Like okay, Mundo ult's coming. I need a flash.
Mhm.
And so, and Hecarim ult, basically Mundo ult, same thing. If you get hit by it, you die. You get hit by it, you die. And so like what you want to do is like soon as you see it come in, bro, you gotta flash up. Because
Yeah.
like, the fear hits you, it gets you into the wall. Leona ult from Silas. Silas jumps on you. You're just donezo. But if you're able to flash, this fight is like, look at their health bars. Like you have ult up. You have, bro. This is this is actually winnable.
Yeah, no, I agree.
And so yeah, you just want to be dropping like that Q, like like maybe you just don't understand the ranges, like, but like you just want to be playing for the second bounce off a Q, not like first,
Taking a lot of damage.
and you get punished for it. But it's still okay to go for if you flash, but you don't flash, so it's kind of doomed.
Multi-jinx.
But this was
I agree.
I think you could have won this fight. And then I mean this point's pretty doomed.
Yeah.
But finishing Morello, don't. Do not.
Okay.
Do not.
You can still stall the game out.
I think you sit on the Oblivion Orb and you go into either Void or Shadow Flame.
Okay.
Probably Void though.
Is Morello? So I know that finishing exec is like highly gold inefficient. Is Morello also the same, where it's like really shitty to finish until like 5th, 6th?
Yeah, you ever listen to LS talk about Morello?
No, I do not.
Oh, you LS hates Morello. He hates building it. It's like the worst item in the game. I've heard his rants. I'm convinced. Usually that Oblivion Orb is enough. You just want to sit on that and go into void staff, like especially when you're behind. Like now, I mean, I guess you have the anti-heal, but now you just don't deal damage. Like you could have been dealing a lot more damage if you had void or like Shadow
Mhm.
Flame. I
One
mean-
other build question then, I guess, for you. I pretty much always go like a mythic into Seraphs. Do you think that I should also sit on the tier and finish like a Shadow Flame second instead?
Okay, so I wasn't sure about this either, so I messaged my mid laner, who's a Ziggs main, and he said that finishing your rod is usually just better. It's just always better because it gives more AP than anything else
Okay.
because of the passive on
Got
it. He said it's okay to get Shadow Flame second if your tier isn't fully stacked, but since you start tier, it's gonna be fully stacked by the time you have enough money.
Okay, got it. Okay, cool.
Like there would be like a
Yeah.
scenario if you were to start Doran's base and get tier, then your tier would be stacked a little bit slower, and then
Mhm.
maybe you go Shadow Flame second. But the Seraph's AP you get from it is pretty insane.
Yeah.
So
I think the general rule of thumb for like Mana Moon and Seraphs is if you have it fully stacked by the time that you can purchase the full item, then you want to get it just
Do
because
it,
of all the
yeah.
bonuses.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Okay.
yeah, if you can get to convert, well, the mana one's different. The Mana Munich, because once you get it, it
That
stacks
one's
faster.
really good too, though.
You stack faster with it.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
broken.
the auto attacks. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure the mana stacking with Seraph is the same either way, right? I don't know if you can just throw spells out with Seraphs.
No, you can't anymore.
You need to hit something, right?
Yeah, you actually have to.
So
hit
there's no
something else.
difference.
Yeah.
I guess maybe you get more mana. But yeah, I'd much prefer you have the Bejeweled Lightstone instead of a Health Crystal and a Blasting Wand, which is the Void Staff component. Did I say anything else about this game? Nah, it's just kind of doomed at this point. I think you're down so much gold.
Yeah.
I don't think there's anything else. Okay, Leona, what was your name, man? Or support guy, what was your name?
Airtone.
Airtone? You have an easier name?
I have an easier name. That's literally my first name, so
That's your first name?
Ayrton's my first name.
That's unique, bro. Where are you from?
You want help?
I'm from America.
Yeah. Okay. Well, my bad, bro. I don't want to be disrespectful anyway. So one thing I want to note. Let me check the level 1. I want to see if you could have changed level 1 at all, but
1 second.
okay. Clue, another thing, if you're playing with level 2, you probably just want to queue the minions, not Jinx and hit this. Like, that angle's never going to hit. Because I remember you said you want to play for level 2 and everything.
There's no way
Yep.
like, Ragnar looks for level 2.
Is
Okay.
I'm walking
So
through outside here. I'm walking through mid now.
there's one play here. I don't know if John or JVL highlighted it here for you, Airtone, but let me see the timestamp.
We haven't looked at these VODs yet with
Okay.
Airtone.
So this isn't okay. Like this is fine. Like you guys get to shove in, and you want to go look for wards. Like that's a normal pattern. You know, you shove, you go in the river, you look for stuff, and it's cool to go get this ward and try brush. But soon as like we see Galio aggro positioning like this, and I'm assuming you're probably focusing on dropping the ward and like your lock screen, and so you probably don't see Galio. But like if he's positioning like this, like especially in competitive play, there's no shot they go for this 2v2. Like your 2v2 right now is stronger. So like Hecarim has to be here. And so like what you want to do is you want to run up into blue buff and just leave. Like you know what I'm saying? Like this is the thing, like we should be able to realize this as it's happening, not like after it happens. Like I already know what's gonna happen here. Like
Yeah.
if you don't leave. If you go in, you're dying. Like Hecarim has to be here. Like I can just tell, like why is Jinx positioning like this? Like this is so bad. And then you go in on Galio. And Hecarim's here, so. And we even see Hecarim for a second on that ward. Let me see on the minimap. And so yeah, we just want to recognize that like when they're playing aggro like this, it usually means that their jungler's gonna be here. And also it's 4 minutes. Hecarim started bot side. He went up, reset, came Krugs, and he ganked. Like that's a timer. Like the 4-minute window, like at 4 minutes from like 3:30 to like 4. If they start bot side, they can be back bot if they do some weird clear pattern shit. I don't know exactly how jungle works, but like that's a time frame where you guys need to be safe. Because Hecarim started bot, he went up, got his blue buff, probably Gromp, reset, came to Krugs, and then got this gank off, which really shouldn't be happening. I mean, it's okay, so like now we can recognize like scrims are 4 and everything.
I'm going on him.
Um,
I already walked up. That's my bad.
I don't think you should flash either, you're just dead. It's better to save flash, look for a kill later or something.
Oh, he didn't. My bad. I really.
Oh, and then this also,
That's free.
I talked to Q about this, but or Clue about this, but like we should be calling Galio Mia right now. As like any laner, like usually it's the laner's job to call out Mia of the other person. So like usually mid calls mid Mia, top lane calls top Mia, jungler calls jungler, you know the heck. So you should be calling Galio Mia, and we even see Galio going to river here. So we should be calling this. And
Did we
so
not? I thought we did.
we see him on a ward too.
I think we kind of mentioned it pretty short, like one time, but I think it's always helpful to probably.
Yeah,
just,
you
like,
even
yell at
you even
people.
ping here, but I need you to be shouting in comms and letting your teammates know that Galio is here. And if Galio is here first, that 2v2, there is no shot you guys win that. Silas Galio, like there's no that 2v2 is never gonna win. And you're a little bit late, and then you feel pressure to go in, and then
That's my bad. I really.
Hecarim's there too now because the fight's been going on for like 20 seconds, and you in just to die. So it's kind of bad, but. And then this reset right here is pretty bad. I do not like it. And the issue is like when you're basing here, why were you basing? Do you know why? Was there a reason?
I don't remember. Had a buy or something. I don't remember.
You shouldn't have a buy. You just got back from base. You just died mid and then you walked bot. I don't know, you're probably just basing because, like, I don't know. But, like, you just gotta, like, put reason. Like, every decision you make, there needs to be a reason behind it. It needs to be, like, there needs to be some reason you're doing it. You don't just do random shit and hope it works out and everything. Like, this is good, though. You guys get the shove. You go for the ward. It's a little risky, though, because we don't know where Galio and Hecarim are, but maybe we do. I can't remember. But you guys get the shove in here. And the reason I say it's a bad base is because you guys actually even get punished for it. Like, I'm assuming this is on a ward or something. But Galio Mia this whole time, and your ADC dies because you're gone. If you're here, maybe he can live, you know? And, like, also you're
Yeah.
basing. There's no dragon. There's no herald. Top play is over with. Like, there's nothing to base for. So it's probably better just to hang out in the bush or show and wave. Because your Ziggs is put in a weird spot because he threw an extra Q, and now like the wave is kind of fucked for him, and it's gonna take extra long to shove into him, and he gets punished for it, and it's a little unlucky. So yeah, I mean, usually you want to base together, or anytime you at support and you want to recall, it needs to be like on a timer with your jungler where you can make a play happen. But like your jungler, I guess your jungler reset too, and you guys can roam together. But like it's offset, you know, like you guys aren't really gonna accomplish anything together. And you guys try to make something on bot, but but yeah, that was the main thing there for you, Leona. There, that base was pretty bad. You just gotta remember, like, there has to be a decision behind, or a reason behind your decisions. Everything. Cool. Any questions for that game? We're gonna go to the next one.
I think we covered some pretty good stuff.
Right, and every time I don't want to be flaming you. Like I'm trying to help you here. I don't want you to think I'm toxic or anything. We just gotta realize these things, and we gotta like push and improve. Okay, so Tristana game.
I have a question for you on this one, Vanilla. So we always have me down here. Obviously, it's kind of the worst spot as far as 5 points go. Should we swap spots, or should I just like sit in the tri-bush? Because I feel like sitting in the tri-bush is even worse because then you see them even less time. What is the best way to avoid a situation where I have to flash not hook level 1 like this?
Yeah, so if they have threat of invade at all, I just drop a ward in the tri-bush. Like I rush, yeah, I drop the ward in the bush like as soon as I can. I like right click to it off fountain and I drop ward like if they have threat. If they don't have threat, then I'll go sit in tri-brush. But I mean, if they can invade, I just ward it immediately. Like it's not even worth, like, 'cause it's such a bad, you can't get there in time like to react. So yeah, I usually just insta path and drop ward.
Just drop that in there.
Yeah, I always try to stand here in case they like try to hug the wall or something, but obviously we still have to burn it.
I mean, yeah, you're okay because you're playing Tristana and you can level jump instead.
Yeah.
But yeah, usually I just drop ward.
Get fucked!
Okay.
Also, D-Blade, why are you good D-Blade? Do you play a lot of Tristana or something, or is that like a thing? But from my mind.
So the reason I went D-Blade is because it, in my opinion at least, it has stronger 2v2 all-in power. Like the 80 health is a big difference for 2v2, and we kind of knew that we were going to try and force a early 2v2 and like the early gank before we get the first base off. So I was trying to get like early power.
I see that argument. But the thing is, you're playing against Jinx Nautilus. I don't think there's ever an angle early where you can jump in. Like, they have a lot of disengage here. They have traps, they have zap, they have hook. Like, I don't think you guys have kill pressure here until jungler comes. And then, if your jungler's here, then it's free. And usually longsword's better because longsword you can build into item and you save a lot of gold. Like, what I learned from the Rat IRL coaching video I watch is that his go-to is that D-Blade is only good when the opponent is able to like 2v2 and like kill you. So like Draven Nami or Draven Nautilus, for example. In most cases, it's usually just better to go longsword because with D-Blade you waste 400 gold, where longsword you build it into an item and then you proc earlier.
Yeah.
And because you also, because like I know it gives you more health up front, but the health from triple health pots is greater than the health that the D-Blade provides.
Sustain. Yeah, Yeah, no, it was purely for the like potential 2v2 early.
Also, you could have just jumped here over the wall. I don't know. You should have level jump up immediately and just jumped over that wall there. Instead, you waste flash when your W does the same thing.
Yep.
No.
And now you have D-Blade without flash and you can't all-in anymore. So that's like the whole point. You went the item. I like to say you played this early wave pretty well. You're doing the Tristana thing where you don't level anything so it doesn't auto shove. Okay,
Mhm.
but let me think. So early lane, I want you guys to get prio, and for the reason in for this is that your Hecarim is starting top side. He's working down for a gank, and then their jungler is starting blue and going up. And so what you want to do is you can get prio on the first two waves. You can shove it in. You're playing Tristana. So like I want you to start E here in this scenario, and you just want to shove it in as hard as you can. Like when the second wave comes in, you guys can full hit. It can hit their tower, bounce, and start slow pushing into you. And then by that time, Hecarim's here for the gank.
Mhm.
This is good though. He gets a pretty good taunt. I like that.
So I think again, feel free to correct me if I'm wrong or anything, but normally I think if we're playing kind of a killish lane like this, I would want to, and we know Hecarim's like planning down intentionally, sorry, pathing down intentionally.
Mhm.
I'd want to basically try and stack the wave, crash it on cannon, and then try and dive on the third wave. The
Yep.
reason I opted to not level up E and let them push it in effectively is because we still know that the plan is to have Hecarim walk down.
Mhm.
I don't quite feel as confident trying to stack the wave and push it in, especially when their junglers there like levels 1 and 2, because I don't have flash anymore, and so I thought it was safer to just have them push it in and get the gank off that way.
Also with red, I start walking and just.
If their jungler comes down here, it's kind of bad because if he shows that early, because like for his gank angle would need to be before you guys hit level 2,
Yeah.
which wouldn't be soon enough, and then your hacker could like kill his whole top side and everything. What I want you to be doing here is you should be full hitting. Your level 2 is so strong.
Mm-hmm.
You should be leveling up E, full hitting, and then like why is Jinx Nautilus allowed to get level 2? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
This
I
is
think
like-
it was. I think I just played too passive because of the lost flash, but
Yeah,
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 for
and
sure,
I
our level
understand.
2
Like
is,
you're kind of scared, but if you get level 2, you have jump, and then you can jump away if he shows up. You know.
Mhm.
But
Okay.
like,
Yep.
and then, shit, I hit the button again. Shoot, I
You
hit the
muted
button.
yourself.
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
catching it this time.
Again.
But then, I also think that like Galio is playing too passive here. Well, I don't know, cause they start getting shoved. But I think Galio should be folding this front wave right now. Like he should just do his ground pound on all three and start trying to proc minions. Cause I think you guys might be able to win the race.
Mhm.
If you had E leveled up, also you guys would have won the race.
Yeah, if I have E, it's auto win.
Yeah,
Basically.
so like
yeah.
you're picking Tristana in 2022, this piss worthless champ, and then you're not able to execute on like the one good angle that she has, which is her level 2, which is insane.
Mhm.
I think Tristana sucks. I don't know if you play a lot of Tristana or if, I don't know.
I think
but
so I think she's also full disclosure. I think she's also kind of bad. But I do think that a lot of people in Plat kind of forget how to play into it and like the early burst TVH. I think she's at like 50 or 51 win
Oh,
rate
shit.
right now.
she is actually pretty good. What the fuck?
I think she's actually good.
Wait,
Yeah, I
what the
think,
fuck? How are players
Yeah, I
falling?
don't-
This champion is so easy to defeat. I don't know. I don't understand it.
You
Like-
just go exhaust and win.
Like, especially in comp play. But this is
yeah.
comp play though, you know. These
Yeah,
you shouldn't be banking on
Yeah.
them being bad, but I guess they are
That's
bad, so
true.
maybe you can get away with it.
Yeah.
But then you failed the execution, so it didn't even matter. Now you're struggling. Here, okay. Let me see where they get level 2. Okay, so they start denying you this wave because they get level 2,
Yep.
and you actually get pushed out of XP range.
Yep.
Something I think you're allowed to do is that if Galio walks up, you stand right behind him. Galio has taunt and aftershock. So if Nautilus hooks him, he just taunts. And then you get the XP. Like he can step up, like you end up missing the XP, Galio gets it because he's closer, but like I think you should be calling for your support to walk up so you don't miss his XP, and you just have Galio tank the hook.
Mhm.
I think it's fine. I mean, Galio will lose a little bit of health, but he has aftershock, so it's not going to be that great. And it's fine. So I think you could have got the XP there, and probably even killed the minion. Yes. Okay. Cool. But this game was a lot cleaner from you, like compared to the Ziggs, like with wave stuff and everything. Other than one time at 8 minutes. But I do want to just kind of like highlight what's happening.
I think
Also-
I
We already reviewed this play.
This shouldn't be.
think we-
This shouldn't be happening. The enemy team is so bad for this. Like, it's good you guys get the kill and everything, but the enemy team, this isn't gonna happen every game. You cannot like rely on this happening. Like, it turns out good for you guys. Like, you guys play this like really well, but enemy team's trolling. They have no reason to be doing this. Like, how the wave is right now, it's gonna slow push into Jinx, and she just needs to wait. And it's 3:30. Hey, that 3:30
Yes,
timer I told you about.
it's literally the exact same play.
It's like they punished you for it, and then you punished them for it, overextending.
Yeah.
So it's
Splat.
like it's a common misplay. It's a common misplay, and so it's good you guys are able to punish this. And that's also like the benefit of having your jungler down here is that you can slow push this wave in, and then look for a reset and everything. So they troll, and this like okay, amazing. You're doing really good. Like, surely we win this game, right? I was surprised we lost this game. We'll see what happened. This wave, so beautiful, bro. You just chill. I mean, you're playing Tristana, so you can't ever freeze, and it's sad. But I mean, yeah, you just lost it. You're chilling. It's a little unlucky. You're playing Tristana. You can't freeze. That's the issue with this champ. You can't freeze. You just have to fight. I hate it. Anyways, your flash is back up. You guys can like aggro. Hecarim's bot side. Galio, I don't know what you're doing over here. You dropped the ward, but then you're clearing a ward. Okay, never mind. Sorry. But I want Galio playing in bush right now because we're stronger. I don't know if you have Hex Flash, but I know they have no flash. But yeah, this happened. This is so tragic.
I didn't see the fucking traps on the ground.
Tragic.
Yeah.
It's okay though. You get a good chunk. You guys are able to get the wave in. Zillion's bot side too. You guys get dragged.
Yep.
This is really good. I don't even know if they needed you for this. You might have been able to drop bomb on tower and hit, but I think drag's a safer play, so that's cool. But your jungler is leaving you now, so what you want to do is shove the wave in, let it bounce back into you, and then Galio can play in bush, and you guys can look for another killing because they're flashless.
Yep.
Thank God you guys got out of that. Holy shit, how? That was Zillion ult, that's why.
One thing, JVL, for you. I was rewatching this. We were talking about how we didn't win that top skirmish that just happened between Hecarim and
Yeah.
Zillion. Casey didn't say that he was collapsing at all, so I think mid jungle had no idea. But I think if he says that he's collapsing and Hecarim just ends the Zillion ult, I think it's a wipe.
Yeah.
So a communication thing if you want to look out for it in the coming days.
For sure. We talked about that exact thing. Yeah, I remember when we reviewed this
Yeah.
game.
Yeah, so literally they had no idea. So
Yeah.
Good run though. Good shit, Galio. This is perfect. But enemy team. I wanted to note that the enemy team trolled. Why aren't they freezing? Why are they just not freezing. Like, they end up pushing, and then it's perfect for you because then Galio gets to go do that mid play with no repercussions. They should be able to punish bot, but they don't. And so you eat wave, you reset. That's cool. You walk back bot, chill. Where's our gold at? No, you can't buy a pink ward. That's cool. I like this. She's alone. Probably don't need to pop exhaust. But it's good. It's still a good trade overall. You do a lot. Really good Galio. That's clean. Okay. I want to hear these comps. What is Hecarim doing? If he waits 3 seconds. 3 seconds.
Wait, we have Hecarim in the call, Duddy.
Oh, you're in the call?
Yo, what's good, bro?
Duddy, I should slap
Yeah,
you.
yeah.
I should slap you.
Jesus, bro. Holy shit, I'm scared.
What is this? Your bot lane gets a really good, giggly free ass trade.
Can you?
And now we start. What the fuck? I hit 0. Now I'm lost.
I'm getting a big leader.
I thought he was hypey. You have to go.
a little bit forward.
Yes, right here. Okay.
Yeah, that's here.
So you get this giga free.
Can you
Are you?
shove this? We can dive it.
You even call? Can you hard shove this? You're like, okay, we're shoving.
Yeah.
I got R. We can
And then
Yeah.
look at the minimap. What?
Alright, that's your flag.
If you guys listen, I'm like, yeah, just need a little bit more patience. even we see Viego killing Herald, so you guys have like literally like 30 seconds to do this play.
Go again,
Make a
right?
redime.
Zillion's
If you just waited.
I'm here.
Zillion has
Yeah,
already
for sure, that makes sense. Just wait for the wave to crash.
Mm-hmm. And then, I mean, you guys still do the dive, but it's like scuffed as fuck. I think Anivia gets a kill out of this, doesn't she?
Gets 2.
Yeah.
She gets 2. Where she should have like only gotten 1, maybe 0, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like this though. You didn't waste bomb on turret, and that's Galio. You're smurfing for that. Well done. And then good use to flash, and then the W to escape. So like you guys played this well. It only ends up 1 death, but like I mean yeah, this is just on Akram going a little bit too soon. And we reset. We're cool. We went Kraken. I think it's fine. You can probably get away with it.
Yeah, I felt like they had 2 tanks and a bruiser and Viego.
I think Kraken feels really, really good on Tristan.
Oh yeah,
too.
so good. I like it. It's cool. Enemy team trolls the wave again. They don't freeze. This is an interesting Zillion CP. Does this work out?
Yeah.
Okay, this is something I wanted to touch on, or I don't know if I brought this up with you, JVL, before, but actually I did. When I was talking about the gold swing, right? Like we were up so much, we were up like 2K, and we get the drag, but the Zillion TP basically loses us 2K. I think if we just like TP and help clear mid because we know they have Herald, we still get the drag anyways, just like maybe 30 seconds a minute later, and we still have a gold lead.
My team does this a lot too, where we just like do dragon and we trade when we don't need to trade. Like if Zillion just bases and TP's back mid, like when you hear the cast noise or whatever the fuck, like I think you teleported just a little bit too soon. He's not in this call, is he?
No.
I think he just teleported a little bit too soon.
We have
And
jungle
then-
mid or jungle ADC support.
Okay, cool. And then so then yeah, it's pretty bad just from a team macro perspective. I mean, I guess you get dragon, but you guys give up like 1,000 gold from turret or whatever the fuck it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, they got like every plate mid and first turret.
Yeah, wait, I think it was 5. Yeah,
It was
all
all
5
5,
plays.
yeah.
All
Yeah.
5. I guess they split it like 3. No, they only split it 2 ways. Oh, that's so good for them.
Mm.
Nah, they split it 3 ways. But like, yeah, I mean, that's not for me to go over. What is happening? What is this? Why are there 4 people bot lane?
I think
after
the
Drake,
dragon,
You guys need to like, Zillion needs to go back
I
to
think the
Hecarim.
thought process was let's collapse bot lane because we see 3 of them pushing mid and we have Hecarim and like we have everyone here, so might as well try to look for a pick bot lane. I think
Yeah.
that's
It actually, I mean, I think. I mean, that's a good attempt. You guys actually end up getting the Anivia teleport,
yeah, and then they back out and I'm
And then
like,
so-
okay, this is good.
and then but we see Viego walk into bot jungle.
Yeah.
I don't know if anybody's looking at that. They're probably focusing on the fight.
Yeah, we didn't see that.
But
Oh,
we see him again
saw him
here.
on Krugs.
Yeah,
We saw him here, but not
Yeah.
when we saw him enter bot
I
side
think
jungle.
we were just a little bit slow on the play for him. But I mean, this is like rough. I don't know
Yeah.
if you guys can do anything better. What do you think, John? Like, I don't even know.
I think we did VOD review this game as a team, but we didn't look at ADC perspective. So I think I don't know. This play was really weird when I was watching it. Like I didn't really know how to feel about it because I didn't mind the initial play going bot lane looking for the collapse because we see 3 mid and we have 4 members here, you know.
Mhm.
So I thought that was fine. And they got the TP and then they were disciplined enough to be like, okay, we're not just gonna dive, right? We get TP, we back up. I think the only thing was kind of like you said, we just weren't aware of them rotating from mid to bot when they just all disappeared off of mid lane. You know what I mean? It was just like, okay,
Yeah.
poof,
If we
they're
were,
gone, you know?
if we were a little bit more away, we could have been here quicker. But holy fuck, you guys got deleted.
bad, though.
No, it's okay. It's 1 for 1 at the end of the day. It's fine. I mean, maybe you could have killed Cinch here if you got another auto off before ulting.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I don't know. He still has 250 health. Probably not.
That's kind of situation. Like considering that KC is on like side lane separate from this entire play, like I think he should
Yeah.
be like
Hey.
looking to mid and calling when they're moving.
This is clean as fuck.
Yeah, that's fair.
I like that. What is he doing? Okay, she's trolling.
Yeah.
You should have
Yeah.
jumped. You should have jumped.
Yeah.
You should have
So
jumped.
yeah,
You have exhaust
I mean,
up. Nothing. You have control word for the bush.
yeah, I didn't realize Galio was so far away, but the comms at the time were to wait until he was in range and he was gonna R in when I jump in. But I think he was a little bit too far, and then we ended up just not jumping in, which sucks because yeah, it was like
Yeah,
one or two hit.
that was an angle. That was one shot. Like actually. Yeah, that's 124 health. You have Kraken.
Yeah, W auto.
Yeah. And you have the ward for the thing. And she's running exhaust too, right? Can't remember.
I don't remember what she was running. TBH.
Good jump though. If she's running,
I was literally like 500 range from being ult range, and I was just like, oh, just like wait before you jump.
that was free though. That's okay. I mean, like I understand like being scared and like not wanting to do crazy plays, especially in like in comp. You don't want to be like, but like, I don't know.
Wild turtle.
She went. Yeah, she doesn't have heal. Like, that's a free. If she had heal, I can maybe understand backing up, but she had exhaust. So you always got to keep that in mind when going for plays. Like when they have exhaust, usually it's like pretty free. Even if she exhausts you, you had a control word for the bush, so you could have seen her and got a second auto because you have hail blades. Also, I like how you used your hail blades and you didn't burn your Q. That was pretty good this game. Because like I know like I have this issue with Tristana, and I've seen a lot of other Tristana players do it. Like even like I was watching a Tristana coaching guide video from Vigar, and like this high ranking Tristana, like every time, so like Vigar, like not Vigar, it was actually a Saber coaching video, but like he said that treat Hail of Blades like a play, like it's its own play. Like using E is a play, like using Q is like a play, or like using like an ability in your kit. So like once you start treating Hail Blades as like a thing, like a ability, because like sometimes when you go for autos on champions, you'll pop Q and then start auto attacking with Hail Blades when you should Hail Blades and then turn on Q. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because you're just wasting. Like Hail Blades autos are so fast, the extra Q bonus isn't going to change anything. And so, but you do this really well this game. Like you don't burn your Q. This is pretty bad because your positioning was poor, so you had to waste your jump. But this is also partially your team's fault for like walking through this choke point into Anivia, Nautilus, Singed, Jinx, like pretty bad.
Yeah, this is another one we looked at where they were split and we wanted to make a play, and then we ended up calling the play onto Singe when I think the better play in our positioning is just better to play downwards instead of go
Yeah,
up.
go for these three guys here because
Yeah.
you can't catch Singed. It's Singed.
Yeah.
Like the he also pops Ghost here and he flashes them, like he's gone. And at this point, you just give up Galio and you run. This is so doomed. And then like the Anivia wall. And then Viego got Galio form.
3-man Galio taunt.
And then it's just kind of
Yeah.
doomed. Like there's nothing you can do here.
Yep.
So yeah, you either go the long way around Raptor Pit, and you catch the mid wave, or you go on the three that are in the river here. Because you used wall right now. Like it's a good angle. Like if Galio gets in there. Like soon as the Anivia ult
You
fades,
have all alts too. Zillion speed up on Hecarim, ults him in there with Galio ult. Like,
of course he has.
cool.
Yeah, you guys could have had an angle there.
Yeah.
So that's kind of rough. And then I think you die, and like you probably give up a bounty, don't you?
I'm sure.
Sure, like surely.
Yeah, I got
It goes on
fucking
Anivia.
grounded
Maybe-
shouldn't be in the game.
Yeah, Singe is actually the Tristana counter, huh?
I mean, Syndra's actually a really good pick here because it's like the classic pick into Gwen when Gwen first started seeing pro play. It was like Singed was the counter pick, but nobody actually plays
Ooh.
Singed.
Dude, I think
I think if I
No,
I
she
think
has
if I
Anya. She has
flash-
Anya.
Okay, I was thinking about trying to flash auto, but I just backed out instead.
Maybe you could have flash auto R or whatever the fuck and on the knockback,
Yeah.
but like she probably still would have had Zanya. And I don't know. Does
Mhm.
that mean she has egg up or that doesn't? Like her.
Yeah, she does. She has a.
Oh,
right
so
now.
this is
Yeah.
a dead play. This is,
Yeah.
and you're just losing your health. It's okay though. You just get the wave and you reset. You have money for PD. I mean, this is still like winnable. Like, can't be bad. Like, this Herald is kind of overforced. Good jump. I do not know how that hook
No,
did
yeah,
not hit you.
yeah.
If I'm Nautilus, I'm fuming.
Yeah, I would be.
I would have let that hit me and then buffer it with the W thing. Because if
Mhm.
that hit you mid jump, that shit would have been doomed. But Anivia, bro, Anivia, like, oh my god, this Anivia fucked so many times up. Like, she kept trolling. She kept getting caught on repeat in this game. This is huge.
The double bombs this fight.
Yes.
Were
Zillion
massive.
bomb and then the Tristana bomb, they just combined and that shit made me nut, low key.
Okay, dude.
That shit was clean though. Well done. I think you maybe could have ulted Viego to save somebody. But it's okay. Because if you ulted it for Viego, he wouldn't
Save
have
the
killed
Hecarim.
Hecarim, and then you guys could have gotten Baron. But then
Baron a little bit better.
this
Yep.
thing happens, and this is just the most tragic, sad thing I've ever seen.
It's just tragic. Like
It's
it's,
just
actually tragic.
I think Galio, I don't know if he has any wards up. I'm assuming he doesn't, but he needs to be warding over the wall.
Yeah.
And you should just be going for this next auto, considering like we know Nivea's up, and
Oh, it
that's just
hurts
so
to
sad.
watch.
That's unlucky. It's okay though. You guys have the right play idea, and you get hit by Rocket. Bruh. Now they have Baron and. Do I have any more notes for this? No, I was.
I mean, I just mechanically misplayed the last team fight, but yeah.
And then Anivia ints again. What is she doing? That's so tragic. But honestly, it doesn't matter if Anivia misplays when the things exist. Champion's broken, dude. Like she
Yeah,
again. Like,
singed.
are you are you serious? Like she just keeps dying. Also, why are you chat
She was
restricted? Are you
really
toxic?
far ahead, too. Chat restricted.
Long story. I called someone autistic.
Facts. Classic.
Based.
These two guys were in the prior game before, and then they apparently like AFK'd each other in the previous game, and then neither of them would dodge, and I already used 2 dodges that day, and so I just took the -15 and I called them autistic for like.
You got you
forcing
got
everyone.
chat restricted for the in-game lobby, like
Yo,
pre-game.
there's more to the story than that, bro.
Okay, we need some context.
Send the chat logs, bro. I know they give them to you.
It's okay. Okay, let's just see what happens here. Glenn gets kind of caught. This jump was true. It's okay. This is good though. Surely we win this fight, right?
Yeah, we did win this one, I think.
Should. Good flash. Jump again. Can't catch sins.
Now
He
we,
has right
we
life.
lose it now.
What happens after?
No, I'm kidding.
That's good, bro. We're back in the game. We can win.
Yeah.
Like this
That's
is
what
so
I'm
good.
saying. Like you said, the game looked winnable before. This game looks winnable. That's why I was saying when we were VOD reviewing it, the game looks so winnable. Like, or even after they play their match, like it's not like they can't win. They can't beat these teams. They definitely
Like
can.
we have a Nautilus pick. Like right now, we have Gwen inside. We just 4-1. We just play 4-1, and we let Gwen shove. But like, what is Hecarim doing? What is this? Gotta respect Anivia wall. That thing is deadly. If she did the combo right, you should be dead.
Yeah.
If this Anivia was actually good, she wall Qs you here, and you just die.
You just die.
Like you get
How
Jinx Rocket.
cute. Oh, yeah, okay. Waits a million years before throwing it.
Doing what?
No, the Nivea Q.
Yeah, if she does like the wall Q thing, have you seen that
Yeah.
before?
Yeah, where you push them in.
And it's impossible to, because then like your
Yeah.
auto pathing takes you to the right, and you have to stand in the wall, or you just tank Anivia damage.
Nivea's
This fight was troll.
Yeah, you're like busy watching the top fights. You don't notice that Viego's behind you, and then
Yeah.
But then again, I don't think we should be engaging onto Nautilus when Anivia is
Yeah.
here, and like a choke point. She walls you off, chompers, Anivia ult, like rocket, and so yeah, you guys you cannot be going on Galio. He has you cannot be going on Nautilus. He has aftershock, and he's Nautilus. You're not gonna kill him. 30 minutes in the game, and then Singe does this thing where he just runs at you.
Actually dies.
I don't know what this jump was, but I think you're just
That was
trying
a
for a desperate
that was
play.
a miss.
Oh,
That
is
was
it
a
misclick?
misclick.
Oh, it's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you don't die here, maybe you guys can defend. But I think they just end. Oh no! They Burger, they flipped the fuck out of
It becomes like a 1 minute long fiesta of them trying to end.
Yeah.
it. Just the one power.
Gwen's crazy.
I agree. Oh wait, we lose still.
Mhm.
Oh wait, Tristan's back. Oh, I remember this. Yeah. I think yeah, you need to wait out a Nivea wall or Nivea ult. You and Hecarim
Yep.
did the same exact mistake. You see, just going too close to a Nivea.
Yep.
And then like, if she uses wall, and you have Zillion ult up, somehow you still end up killing her. Good shit, Zillion. I don't know. This is still a hard play to make because Viego does 10 billion damage.
Yeah.
I think maybe there's an angle if you jump in a little sooner. Like when Jinx has that bomb on her and she's casting ult, if you jump
When
right
you jump
now.
forward, up towards like in hit
Yeah, up to the
more.
left a little bit more.
Yeah.
Maybe.
But like,
or
it's
you
just-
can
it's just- it's so desperate though.
you
like,
can
at this
maybe
point you're-
jump to the right of Nexus and get Viego kill with bomb.
Yeah.
And then you can jump onto Jinx and pop exhaust or whatever. But then Jinx has hyper, so she's gonna hit you no matter what. She killed Zillion, but I mean, key takeaways is that you gotta respect the Nivea and other like catch champs. She's not like Nautilus. It's not obvious catch, but she has easy catch. You're playing a kill lane, you need to get level 2. Like if you're playing Tristana, you need to get level 2. Play behind Galio and stuff. Where
Oh,
is
so I have a question for you, Vanilla.
Oh.
About like placing wards in the side bushes and lane. So like, I feel like playing against like almost like every bot lane I play against, they like to throw the wards into that middle bush. I don't because I like to have wards for river vision. Like, what's your thought on like that? Do you think like using wards to have prio on that bush is good, or like is it bad practice?
If it's like matchup dependent. Like in this situation, I honestly think you should have sweeper and you should be perma playing in these bushes and denying vision, and you play inside the bushes. The bushes, since you're in the bushes, you have vision. You don't need a ward. And that's what I think. Like when you're playing a kill lane like this, where your level 2 is explosive, I think starting sweeper is like really strong, and you can flash out, taunt Jinx, Tristana jumps, bonk, bink, bonk, bam. Tristana flash follows, you get the kill on Jinx.
I like starting sweep or just like put the target on your back for ganks because you'll have less overall vision throughout laning phase.
I mean, as long as both you guys aren't, as long as like you're maintaining bush control, and then Jinx can, ward river. I mean, but like you shouldn't need wards to detect the ganks. Like you should know off of where they're starting, where they're gonna be at. And like you have to respect the timers that they can be there. And like you wait for them to show elsewhere, then that's when you make your play. So like with this game, how I highlighted, I don't like we know he's starting blue and he's going up. And our Hecarim is starting blue and he's coming down. And so like the typical like window timer for their jungler to be here, if he's starting bottom up, is between 3:30 to 4 minutes. If he decides to go for a bot gank, because he needs to clear his top camps and then walk back down or reset and come back down. You know what I'm saying? And so you guys should be undisturbed for the first at least 3 minutes of the game, and then you guys can play super aggro and everything. You have to worry about anything. It's a little bit different this game because Jinx doesn't have flash, but Tristana doesn't have flash, but you're playing Tristana, and if you get level 2 first, you'll have jump, and you'll be safer. So it's okay, but I think you guys really fumbled here, and you could have had a greater influence early, because if you guys start getting these kills early, you can play for perma prio, and then you can get with Hecarim and Galio, can get into the bot side jungle and start just taking camps and looking for fights there. Like, which eventually does happen because Hecarim comes and gets the bot dive and everything. But like, it could have been happening way sooner. Like, you guys could have had control of bottom quadrant this whole game. And they're like playing Anivia, who, like, she's not level 6 yet. She can't come. Like, she can't clear the wave and just come. And I think Galio doesn't Zillion have better push than Anivia early? Or am I wrong, John?
Early on, yeah.
Yeah, so like this is where I think you could have made your biggest impact on the game. Some goated words like you don't need a start sweeper. But I think after your first reset and you have a kill lane like this, you're playing for the cheese, you're playing for the out of fog of war kills. So you want sweeper. And then like off your first base you can drop a ward and they're blue, whatever. And then you reset and you have sweeper. But like, if the enemy team was actually good, if they were humans, they would not die to this. And then you would just be like Tristana into Jinx scaling.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like the fact
Yeah,
that you get
okay.
ahead is like a blessing. I don't think this should ever be happening. Like if these players are actually good.
Yeah.
You do play well though. I don't make you seem like you're better, and you played pretty well this game. But like, I don't know. These kills shouldn't have happened. Any
I
questions?
think macro wise, we played this game like really freaking bad. It just looked
did.
like we were playing well because they inted. So
Yeah, I think the
like literally every play we tried to do, we like. No, I think we just kind of like
I think you
the
guys played.
setups
I
were
think
always so weird.
I mean, yeah, this dive was a little scuffed, but it still works out somehow. I think the biggest issue is that when we trade Dragon for full tower mid with plates,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
that's like I wish I could see the gold graph if anyone you can pull it up and if
It
you can
was-
see
It
what
was,
happens.
we were up 2k and it became even, or we were down like 500 or something after that.
2,500 gold swing and their team scales better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's rough.
Pretty much nullifying any successful early game play that we did.
Yeah. So I think I'll just read off the notes again. If you can freeze, especially when you're playing like a weaker lane. If you're playing like a engage, it's weird. You go from playing the super safe passive lane into the most aggressive lane. In my opinion, that's like actually viable unless you play Draven. That's like different. But main thing of this game is that like should play for level 2. You want to be having prio, especially if your jungler is starting topside working down. You want to keep prio. And since another thing you also got to look for is that if you guys have prio, you can get wards in their blue. You can spot the enemy jungler. Your Hecarim can clear red and kill him when their jungler is on Gromp. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
If they were to start top bound also. But I mean, you can deny Gromp. You can steal Gromp at least. Like if you can't get the bot gank, you can at least steal Gromp.
Yeah.
I said 8 minutes. Wait, there's some 8 minutes thing. Yeah, I don't. Since Galio's gone and their bot lane's still here, I think you slow hit or you base. Because they could have froze there, but they didn't.
Yeah.
But yeah, you probably should just last hit. I mean, that's the issue with Tristana. She always perma pushes. And then for Zig's game, don't be going for these level 1 trades. This is so bad.
Yep.
And now we know though. Like you said you want to play for level 2, and then you played a trade. Ping your Mias, or don't even ping. Like you're in comms. Call Mias. Galio got this playoff mid lane.
I'm walking through mid now.
Whenever that was. Remember that one? That was pretty bad. If Leona's basing you, and you're like, I don't know, you got overextended a couple times. I'll make it more general. You got overextended the one time bot lane and the one time mid lane. Like if you're alone, you just need to be max range farming.
Jungle.
when they waste all of their like engage on like your support, like if it's like a tank matchup like this, like Nautilus hooks Leona, or in this case Galio E and taunts Leona, you just want to hit Jinx because your damage right now is actually insane. Like you have like the single greatest like first back item in the game in chat in what is that called? Book?
Lost chapter.
Last chapter.
Yeah,
Book.
Yeah,
Lost book.
the book,
yeah, there's a
blue
a
book.
book. So yeah, you could have fucked Jinx up there. You could have. It's even good to alter here, even though it doesn't kill. If you get Jinx to like 200 health, you're playing Ziggs. Like you can maybe land a Q and proc Comet, proc Scorch, and she's pissed.
Mhm.
Are you running Scorch, or was that absolute? Is that the one that
You can
scales?
I can't see.
That looks like the scaling one.
That's Gathering Storm.
That has to be
yeah.
Gathering.
Yeah.
Or else you would have. Yeah, go Scorch, bro.
Yeah.
Scorch, bro.
You think so? Even though
100%.
Honestly,
we're
I honestly think it's probably worth.
It's
yeah.
so crazy, bro. Like
Okay.
you
Right.
you become like a lane dominant, like especially like when you have chapter now, like it's so insane.
I think also even when you get Leandry's, you know what I mean. It's just
Mm-hmm.
adding on to it.
the way I usually do it is I take Scorch if we're planning for like an early power lane, and then if the goal is to play weak side, I'll take Gathering Storm to try and make
Yeah.
kind of
You're
ensured
you're
ceiling
stronger
for
here
the-
though. Your 2v2 is insane. Ziggs Leona, I abused this against John's team and we won.
Okay, dude.
It's I'm not even kidding. I abused this
Is that
so many
just-
times.
Yeah.
Is that like champ or is it just like mid diff though?
Okay. Team start. I'll bring up the VODs.
Yeah, he did okay. John could have played better though.
I could have for sure.
Everybody could have played better. I could have played better. Obviously, everyone could have. Even though we won, it was like fucking a
Okay.
grueler of a series.
From our,
It was.
We were fucking 1 a.m.
will it be down for Dragon?
playing.
Then
But honestly, I think going Gathering Storm though ultimately is never gonna do you wrong. You know what I mean? Like, it's always gonna be fine. I don't
It's
think
like 90. Can we just?
I don't think you're. It's
I
gonna be
think it's
like it, though.
I've never run Gathering. I've always run Scorch. I think it's only bad bot lane like if they have like a healer. If they have an enchanter, maybe Scorch is bad, but
Yeah.
um
So, yeah.
but I still think it's good. And then remember watch the Ziggs Mechanics video. It's actually pretty insane.
Sure.
And then remember
Ekram's here.
21.
They're right there.
Your pathing was here. You just need to go river, push up mid. Anytime you're doing dragon, shove mid, and then go through the big brush. Especially
Yeah,
when they
and then I
have.
just- yeah.
They probably gonna look into
They're
the round.
in this
Mid is crashing. Mid is crashing.
And then yeah, you need to flash the Hecarim ult, and you're stepping up way
Yep.
too far for this Q.
I ulted Mundo. I'm on
Um,
Hecarim. I'm on Hecarim.
But
Multi Jinx.
I mean, all this is stuff is like this is easy. These are easy fixes. Like I
Mm.
knew you guys were 11-0, but this is a one fight. I don't know. Other people weren't on the call, the rest of the team, but this fight was like so easy to win. If we just positioned it a little bit better.
I'm on Hecarim. I'm on Hecarim.
Cool.
Awesome. Yeah, I
Really
think
bad.
if you don't mind, Vanilla, could you send like the notes just so like I can also look over it on my own time and kind of like hammer it home?
Yes. I will send you the
But
file.
yeah, both you and John really appreciate you guys taking your time out to help review some of the games.
No problem, bro. This is
Yeah,
fun.
for sure,
I haven't done this
brother.
before. My first time.
Dude, you're a natural. You're a fucking natural, honestly.
Yeah, thank you.
Like, I was a student right now during this session.
Thank you. You watch enough fucking Vigar videos and you become
Yeah.
Vigar. Another bad click, another bad click.
Okay. But yeah, dude.
I'll send you another. Actually, I'll send you another. Just Patreon videos. John canceled the Patreon, but I still have the videos liked in my YouTube history, so I can link them to anybody.
Ever see an opportunity to go sideline?
You want to know why I canceled it? Because
Why?
I wasn't trying to round up like 5 people every month and be like,
No, I feel you.
okay. Yeah, so, but if we did it like me and you, I'd be down. You know what I mean? But
That's fair. There's an Aphelios video, and then this one.
Okay, 1 HP.
I don't like this video. Look cool. I'm gonna keep looking through these videos, trying to find the good ones. What I did with those videos is that I watched them, I opened a Word document, and I took notes.
All right. Yeah, no, I'll definitely take a look at them.
I'll send you my notes. It's a Word file. Can I copy Microsoft Word docs on Discord?
You have to click the plus, I think, and you upload a file.
League of Legends notes. Hopefully that docx works.
It does, yes.
Cool. Oh, also, I didn't look at your runes at all, but
For which game?
I didn't look at your runes for the Tristana game,
Oh.
but I guess Tristana runes are different for most ADCs. But in that opening video, the Aphelios video, he talks about how Green Tree is actually
Oh
broken.
yeah, it's fucking busted. Yeah,
Yeah,
taking
because the red tree.
bone plating overgrowth. Yeah.
I've been going not even bone plating. I've been going the conditioning.
Yeah, conditioning is what's crazy.
Conditioning, and then I go
Flinching is
revitalize.
really good too.
Revitalize if you have like an
Revitalize is also
enchanter.
good. Yeah.
So isn't okay? Question on conditioning then. Isn't that's the one where you get the bonus armor and MR,
Yeah.
right?
Yes.
After
So
5
isn't
minutes.
so I take that all the time on hit champs that will build Wit's End or like can build Randuin's or something, but I was under the impression that it's not worth it on someone like Tristana that doesn't ever really build resists. So you don't actually get to benefit
No,
much
yeah,
from the
Tristana is so much
plus
different
percent.
because you want to go fucking triumph and do crazy shit.
Yeah, Tristana you don't. I think going
Like I
the
take it
other
on
two is
Ashe and yeah.
on
Yeah.
Tristana is good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I take Green Tree on like
On
Ashe, Boris if I'm going on hit.
You want to go blue tree on Ashe and go the movement impair
So
thing?
Yeah.
so I've
Am I
actually
wrong?
felt that it's stronger with the conditioning. Like I think that the approach velocity is like useful, but it feels like you fucking can't die if you have the bonus MR and you get Wits End like past 15-20 minutes.
I've never built it, so I don't know, but I mean, it makes sense. I mean, I could see it
Yeah.
working out.
Just different style.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just think approach velocity is great.
Yeah, I usually